The NCIS season finale is going to air on the 23rd of May, and the fans are pretty excited about how they're going to wrap it all up. In fact, the show's success has resulted in a renewal and its return for a 20th season next year. So there's been a lot of discourse about NCIS, like always. So let's take a look at some of the fan theories that are going to change the way you watch the show. First up, Mark Harmon ain't going to return. Mark Harmon's exit from the show was one of the saddest moments for the longtime fans of NCIS, and they couldn't believe that it actually happened. The show lost a character that everybody loved so much, and fans have taken to social media to post their takes and their theories about his exit. First of all, it was a shocker to see him leave, but if you were following NCIS as closely as we are, you'd know that he was on the verge of leaving the show. It's not that the story had been written in such a way that they were planning on taking out the character, but it just felt like the end was near whenever you heard Mark Harmon talk about the show. He just didn't feel like he could devote full time to the show, and while he stays with cast members in some capacity, it's not possible to film that much, especially with his age. Which brings us to a theory that Mark Harmon won't be returning to the show at all. It was his decision to quit, and while you can't rule out a return, most fans on the internet believe that he's not coming back. One of the reasons is that Mark Harmon's character, Gibbs, had a decent ending. They didn't kill the character, keeping fans hooked, hoping that he does come back. But also, they made a move to Alaska, which is the perfect place to clear your mind after a tiresome career. Plus, if Sean Murray's Instagram account is anything to go by, the comments indicate that Gibbs won't be coming back after the collage that he posted. Or maybe Mark Harmon will return. At the same time, another huge faction of fans believes that everything points towards a return for Gibbs. It may not be a full-time return, but he'll come back for some episodes. This is certainly a plausible theory, and given the fact that we've been following the show since its inception, we just can't accept the fact that he won't return. However, it's not just our sheer determination and hope that backs up these claims. Look, whenever the show has wanted to write off a character, they've never given us hope in any shape or form for a potential return. It's a little too obvious because while Alaska is perfect for retirement, it's also a place where nobody can spend a long time living. After all, you do want to come back home, I would assume. We feel Gibbs will come back, and if not as a special agent, then he could still come back in some capacity. Maybe like when there's a farewell plan for Dr. Ducky Mallard? This theory is further backed up by the creators of the show, who openly told the fans that never to write Gibbs off. And thank you for your hints, but we already knew that he was coming back. It may not be in season 20, but he will be back on the screen in no time. That's the thing about actors. They can't stop and they can't stay away for too long. If you've worked at a place for 20 years, you're gonna want to make a return, even if it isn't full-time. Plus, Gibbs was rumored to appear in 6 episodes, and he only appeared in 4. So, could he make a late return to save Torres by coming back and helping Parker? Could Torres also leave? Now, this one's got us worried a lot. In the absence of Gibbs, the show has lacked a bit of its original appeal, but some characters, in particular Torres, act like the glue holding the cast and the show together. And as of late, though some fans have noticed a certain pattern developing in the previous seasons, and if this theory has any weight, then we might be looking at an exit for Torres in the 20th season, or maybe even by the season finale in this month. The writing of the show isn't predictable by any means, but some fans have caught a whim of the whole pattern where the creators tease the fans by hinting at a possible exit for characters. It could be a way of getting feedback and then writing the story along those lines, but given how good the writing is, we doubt that they've got this worry in their mind. However, at the same time, they've teased Torres' death a little too much, and we feel that they just could pull the trigger on him anytime now. The possible storylines include Torres leaving to join Bishop, or maybe killing him off as he sacrifices for the family. It's a little too realistic given the recent theme of the show, but we really hope that this isn't the case. Fans on Reddit believe that Torres is going to give his life to save one of McGee, Cassie, or Palmer, and it might even happen in this upcoming season finale. Let's talk about The Raven. The 13th episode of the season was just an absolute classic. Such a powerful and riveting episode that ended up being a mystery for the other episodes that followed. Full of emotion, we see Jimmy and Casey almost losing their lives, and Torres delivering an extremely powerful role, being accompanied by Victoria in a time of crisis. While both Jimmy and Casey do survive, the mystery of the Raven leaves everyone confused about the ordeal. Piper is the Raven. Some fans believe that Raven could be Piper. Fans can't seem to think of a reason for the introduction of Piper other than the fact that she's the Raven, or she could be a genuine love interest for Casey. The fact that she's been around more than once in this season could mean that she's got a big role to play. Some fans believe that we're being readied for a plot twist involving Piper, and the writers are going to come up with a story where she's behind these biochemical terrorist plots. And we gotta say that, yeah, there's a chance it could happen. Curtis is the Raven. Now, some believe that the Raven could actually be Curtis, the new tech troll. Yeah, the same dude who gave Casey a flash drive. Fans have done their research and found that the actor who plays Curtis was previously doing some villain roles, so it could be the case that the writers have decided to make him the villain, unless they've already got someone else in mind. Now on to Parker's backstory. Nearly 3 weeks ago, the NCIS cast spotted in Paly Fest, LA, were doing a few interviews. In those interviews, there's been some new information revealed about the final few episodes. Apparently, there's going to be a dive into Alden Parker's backstory, and some fans believe that his personal life is going to be turned upside down because of a case that'll involve him. It was also revealed that Parker's ex-wife, played by Terry Polo, is going to be returning for the season finale. So, if you connect the dots, there's a good chance that the two stories are intertwined, and we get to know more about the backstory of Parker, and maybe his ex-wife gets nabbed or is in potential danger with Raven. Plus, Murray's Instagram post was of a whimsical room, and maybe that's Parker's. Maybe the story is taking place at his house. Not to mention the obvious storyline that's been revealed as Parker finds himself being framed for murder. So there's definitely another twist waiting to unfold here. Some bright fans were also quick to notice that the show teased a couple of times about Parker's past trauma on boats. Maybe all three stories are set to be connected somehow. And if they aren't, there's a chance that the writers won't address Parker's trauma in season 20 either, which means that we lose out on that character arc forever. And next, an action-packed finale. This isn't a theory, it's confirmed, and we can say it with confidence, the finale will be action-packed. Obviously, given the teasers and the rumors, the excitement for the finale is at an all-time high, but we've got it on fantastic authority as a certain Katrina Law confirmed that she's got a stunt double for the finale. Now, this usually means that there's a lot of action sequences, so yeah, we're in for a little treat. We don't usually see, like, high-octane sequences in NCIS, at least not in every episode, so it's always fun to see our favorite characters just go at it. Plus, the action sequences aren't the only thing to be excited about either. Apparently, there could be a moment between Knight and Palmer in the finale, so make sure you're watching closely. Finally, Ducky's return. Ducky's all set to return in the finale, so yeah, we're excited. He's going to be around for both the remaining episodes, and that's great news. He'll be lending Jimmy a helping hand with the case, and that's good thinking, because he needs all the help he can get. We're also going to place an outside bet on a possible return from Mark Harmon, especially now that Ducky's also in the picture. Wouldn't that be just an awesome way to end the season? And that's a wrap for this video. What are some of your favorite theories about NCIS? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.